The following video contains spoilers. We suggest watching the episodes alone in the dark. Meow meow, Wolfpack. Catastrophe is clawing back on the scene. And since we know you can't huff enough clawsome horrors, we're slashing back into Crypt TV. Ahem. We're still here, you know. Yes, aren't you interested in what happened to us? We have radical adventures too. It wasn't exactly easy getting to your magic house across the stars. Oh, right. Yeah, we'll chat about this wackiness, but later. See, right now, it's reviewing time, and usually my epic antics are saved for the end of videos. Gotta get paid for the reviews, while my art comes second. Oh, very well, we'll wait. Don't be upset. We get to witness a kitty classic in motion. We sure do. Our channel's just crawling with tons of cats. Just like tonight's short flick, as Crypt TV indulges in some catty craziness when they transform us ferocious felines into horror icons in their wacky web show. So, our webisode opens up with a cat scare, leading us into an empty apartment with a new attendee moving into her first home. This is our main character, Samantha, a newly independent woman forging her own life and growing a solo path. But alas, she's also super lonely. The only person who even speaks to her is Mom.
I'll be fine, Mom. I'll get a cat or something.
Oh, you don't want a cat, Sam. I had a cat once in my 20s. You know what happened? It died. I came home the next day, it was dead on my sofa.
What? Pets die? And here I thought our pets live over 9,000. Samantha's an okay character. She's nothing deep and barely undergoes any development, but she's another oh-so-classic normal human entering a bizarre nightmare. The acting overall is decent, but what will either make or break this episode for you is that it's another wacky comedy episode. No! The humor's something, but whether it makes you laugh or not will affect how you feel as a whole. You'll see what I mean very soon. However, even with a joke or two here and there, the story itself is mostly serious. Samantha's ready to be a true independent woman and vibes, until meeting her weird landlord, Jeffrey Tambor.
As always, sir.
Her landlord, Jeffrey, welcomes her to the hood before warning her about the one rule: no pets.
Now that is irony!
She goes, okay, but while doing that midnight flossing, she overhears the cries of a wounded cat.
No!
After investigating for like 3 seconds, she sees Nada and heads back, only for us to get cat vision watching her. The mysterious feline meets her first, where they instantly become best buddies.
Good night.
Nothing like a girl bonding with her pet on its toilet. She learns that her new pet is named Meow.
It's so original!
Despite a super lame pet name, Meow's a sort of funny cryptid. The kitty is shrouded in total mystery. We don't learn what the pet's endgame truly is until the finale, so there's a high tension all throughout the short, hinting that Meow's not quite right. And teasing his supernatural nature, we often get cat vision, with the beast on the prowl, looking like a deadite hunting Ash Williams. The feline's a more low-key, subtle critter, toying with us until the pounce. It goes without saying that Meow's the most entertaining part, because like all us kittens, you never know what's going on in that feline mind. This does make the conflict a bit suspenseful, since the film constantly shows Meow doing peculiar things, and Samantha slowly learns her kitty is far from the average pet. The next day, landlord Jeffrey Tambor visits asking questions, because apparently the other tenants overheard odd noises coming from Sammy's manor.
Well, I didn't hear anything.
You do know there is a very strict no pets policy.
Well, enough of that boring crap, because we cut to the cat playing cute, which I'm a natural at. But Ma calls wanting a pizza party with her fam, where we cut to the weirdest joke of the film, the comic relief pizza guy.
Good evening, miss. Got yours all right here.
Yeah, for reals, a comic relief pizza guy. This dude's on screen for a short amount of time, but he's super weird. And the short tries way too hard at making him funny, to the point it feels like he walked off a different movie.
Oh, hey there, little kitty. Sorry to bring this out for you.
If it wasn't clear, the short aims for a more quirky atmosphere than horrific or over the top. Some people might like it, but I'm a bit middling on it, because it feels like the short just thinks being weird and absurd is hilarious, overtaking advantage of the already silly premise of a demonic cat. Not helping matters is that a lot of attempts at comedy are kinda undercut when the movie also has dark horror scares. Like here, when Sammy goes to get some extra cash, the cat enters to file a complaint with Pizza Dude. Right after this goofy character enters, he suddenly vanishes, and when Sam calls the cops, strange things start to ramp up. Yep, the cat's magic, but sadly not happy. If you were like me and hoping Meow's a sexy werecat like my dream girl, well, no such luck. Crypt TV misses a golden opportunity to have a hellcat or sexy catwoman / cat boy by instead choosing to make the kitty more of an eldritch abomination hidden underneath a cute form. So, just a regular cat like all of us. It's a bit weak, since Crypt TV takes the cheaper path by working around a normal cat by simply using off-screen fridge horror to build up its unnatural feats. Dang, as cool as the subtle kitty killer is, it still bums me out that Crypt TV can't bring alive my sexy cat women. Hey, wait a minute. I thought Catwoman was your crush. Silly home. Catwoman's my bad kitty crush. Felicia's my good kitty crush. Curse you, cat! Things begin to escalate when she soon finds Pizza Guy's finger in the litter box. But before she can think, creepy landlord Jeffrey Tambor returns again to warn her a dangerous animal's loose before a blackout occurs.
This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness.
Sammy sets up camp only to hear a scream and cat hiss.
Oh!
She looks into it only to uncover our twist ending. Meow is actually innocent because it was landlord all along.
These are vile creatures, Samantha.
Yep, her landlord Jeffrey Tambor is evil, and he did it all. Sam's landlord is a crazy, uptight neat freak who murdered a few people, harassed his tenants for weeks, and tried to frame Meow for everything just to rid his apartment of that stupid cat.
I've been trying to protect you. I've seen countless of their kind. Shredding the drapery, clawing the freshly painted walls, the putrid little fiends.
Well, screw you too. Gotta admit, I did not see this coming. This is a pretty humorous twist, since it actually feels like an homage to the Batman the Animated Series tale, a bullet for bullocks twist. The landlord's a strict, tidy psycho who breaks the law in the name of cleanliness. It's genuinely the funniest part of the whole film, because of how insanely absurd it is. My only real complaint is that I wish the rest of the flick was as funny as this deranged twist. The cat sis threatens the duo, only to win a double twist. Meow's not evil, but he is badass.
Fatality.
Yes, for reals, the kitty cat was a secretly powerful cryptid all along, but he's good.
You always win when you are good.
Oh, and Mom's here too.
Oh my.
Well, she was completely useless, and that's it. The landlord's exposed, Sammy's safe, and no Kitten, the cat becomes a hero, praised by all. Yes, really, Meow makes the front page of the Daily Bugle because his heroics were that legendary.
Always have trust in your cat.
So the gals finally chill while Meow free roams, looking for his next curiosity. And that's the incredible true story of why cats are superior to dogs. Meow. And it's quite pawsome, but doesn't have enough kitten around. Honestly, this flick's alright. Just alright. It's not a grand horror masterpiece, but it's far from kitty litter. The short story's a fairly goofy, yet intriguing mystery about a normal person encountering supernatural shenanigans, and questioning if her pet's literally a monster hidden among us. But it tries to pull off some wacky comedy and grim fun to varying degrees. My sole prob with this short is that I don't think it's super funny.
You what?
This is an absurd, surreal premise ripe with comedy gold, but it feels restrained. Meow suffers a similar issue that plagued Near Mint Condition. It's trying to play a goofy idea dead straight, with some jokes and gags sprinkled in, but by playing the dumb setting serial, it robs the show of going all out crazy and over the top with things. This should be a comedy akin to Scary Movie or Army of Darkness, but they sadly underplay it or focus on the weaker gags. I think it could have been funnier, since this idea does have delight with the outlandish concepts, but everyone both in front of the camera and behind the scenes, aside from Pizza Guy, play it too safe, and almost turn it into a serious story until the final act. I know comedy's subjective, but it's just how I feel. The humor could have been greater if they just embraced the goofiness like the ending did. However, it does score higher than most because I do think there are great elements here, and I do like its twists. The funniest character in this is landlord Jeffrey Tambor, because his caricature is so unhinged with a crazy-ass motive that you can't help but laugh at how out there he is. Crypt TV's production values are as always pretty solid, some bits are chuckle-worthy, and our cryptid Meow definitely has huge highlights, being this cute crouching tiger hidden dragon badass, who did genuinely love his owner. I can enjoy seeing this adorable critter hanging out among the Cryptverse again, but I'd be lying if I said you need to race to see his pet show. So, I gift this specimen a silver skull. Meow's an okay tale. I would recommend seeing this if you're a cat person, but otherwise, there's superior horror comedies out there. Meow has some maniacal mischief, but is far from perfect. I'm your host, Catastrophe, and you better treat us felines kindly. Are we ready yet? Oh, right. I forgot you were here. I suppose you're wondering why we're here. You must have a ton on your mind. Oh, you mean like how my alleged friends were never really my friends? And how you basically lied to me for years? That my frickin' crazy-ass fangirl had to inform me on all this BS over my more trustworthy pals? Why would I think that? So, Dr. Pink told you everything. More than you ever did. You two have a lot of nerve showing up on my doorstep. Especially after what you clowns did to me. And made Pinky Nega Cat. Pinky's a nega cat? I know it probably means nothing by this point, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. For the tricks, the betrayals, cat stabs, all of it. I failed everyone, and now we're all paying the price for it. Even as we speak, my hollow matrix is running thin, and I'm in no position to call the shots anymore as a dying machine. The only benefits of being a hologram is that you can at least prolong death. Catalyst is a hologram? How do you even survive? Nega Cat implied she deposed you. She claimed she was in charge of the council now. Nega Cat owns the council? I barely survived by the skin of my teeth. You weren't the sole cat who was used and lied to, old friend. Pinky was playing us all. She was the cause of my technical difficulties. She ruptured my systems, the very same you were working maintenance on, until I lost enough power for her to pounce. At my weakest, the feline fell and striked, taking me out of commission on that ship so she could seize control. For a brief moment, I was dead. Catalyst died? I did. But thanks to Cat convincing me to open up, putting my faith and trust in friends paid off. Thanks to Katana rescuing me, I would have been digital dust. I was only able to download everything I could. I'm no scientist like the others, but I've done my fair share of data hacking. I retrieved everything of our dear head council cat I could from those shattered machines and fled ASAP. But as you can see, it wasn't enough. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've done well, my friend. You're a more noble kit than I'd ever thought. Katana's a good guy? I am now. Nigga Cat's gone mad. She's not just pissed off with you, Cat. She wants entire star systems to feel her wrath. She's so lethal that even us, her old allies, no longer feel aligned under her. I came here with Catalyst because you are the sole feline who can do anything to stop her. It's us versus Oblivion. We need to work together. A surprise team-up? Why the heck should I trust you? You're both big cat liars. I know I'm the last face, or person you want to see right now, but you know we have a common enemy, dear Catastrophe. Nega Cat has wrecked all our lives, and if we can put aside our differences, we can stop her. I'm sorry for all the vile actions I've cat-mitted. I did deceive you, use you, and hid the truth, but I've come to you now so we can make amends. Catalyst redemption arc? You're low on allies, Nega Cat's overpowered, and we all want to stay alive. No tricks up our paws this time. This is a real team-up to prevent your psycho ex-girlfriend from making everyone suffer for all our sins. Indeed, Pinky was already an unstable lunatic with a penchant for death. Now that she's been consumed by god-level energy of the Nega Flame, who knows what type of nightmares she'll unleash. Pinky's a she? That Negaflame's what we used to trace your brother Wolf and be my ticket to life. But now that it's within a maniac, she'll grow even worse with each passing galaxy she obliterates. Not to mention the damaging effects the Negaflame has upon emotionally unstable minds, which can also lead to innocents harmed by their blind rage. And as a woman, Negacat's overdue for one bloody period. She just needs something stronger than Tampax. I still don't trust you, Hollow Cat, but I do know Katana has honor. After this is resolved, we're not going to know what plays next. Hopefully a peace treaty, but since we're still in wartime, we do have a higher enemy to overcome. Please, Cat, we're no longer granting empty promises. We actually have a plan on how to stop Negacat, but we require your talents once more. You do? You cats have a scheme? What will we need? Got it mostly figured out, but one thing's for certain. I require a reboot. I have to be at full power myself if I'm to be of any use on this team. I won't do anything villainous, but I need access to your tech so I can reform at max. No funny biz? Not in this lifetime, Cat. All the power I have left is what you see before you. Please, give me a chance to show you what we can do. Okay, we'll let you back in the pack. We're no haunting our Megazord, but you're the best we got. House, do you have the systems which can revitalize Catalyst? Of course, I'm a house! Oh, thank you so much, Catastrophe. Perhaps there's hope for this partnership after all. Don't get ahead of yourself, Chrome Dome. We're allies, but not friends. Then let's quit kidding around.